Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always said I would keep you guys informed of any good or bad news on Red Dead Online. Now, before we jump into the details on Red Dead Online, let's just take a quick heads up. If you did not know, we had an investor call recently with Take-Two Interactive, and they did the normal numbers game, sharing all what they have done in the past quarter, all the game sales, different things like that. But let's specifically focus on Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online. Red Dead Redemption 2 has sold, which I think is like, 55 million copies, which is awesome. It's a great game. It deserves it. They did a great job on the game. So, kudos to them. They did a great job on the game. And also, too, during this time, the game has been 50% off a lot of times, too, where you can get the main game for like $20 and then get online for like $10, or sometimes I've seen it for $5 on Steam. So very cool for that. But we all know story mode is amazing, and it's a great game, like I said. Also, they talked about the Red Dead Redemption Part 1 port to PS4 and, backwards compatible. Well, it's going to be forward compatible, kind of weird, but PS5 and then Nintendo Switch. But right here, they're also referencing and calling it a conversion and not a port. So it's just kind of a wordplay type thing. And then people asked him over at IGN, asked Strauss Zelnick what he thought about the price tag because people are complaining about it. And he said, that's just what we believe commercially accurate for the price. And when asked if Undead Nightmare was a reason for the $50 price, Zelnick said that the add-on was a great standalone game in its own right, and when it was originally released, so we feel like it's a great bundle for the first time and certainly a great value for customers. So that's where they're coming from with it. They're definitely not going to drop the price, but honestly too, the prices fluctuate. It won't stay at that anyway, so we'll have to see how that turns out. I definitely would say wait to pre-order the game just to see game footage. We've only seen cut scenes and some still images, but we haven't seen any gameplay. And to drop $50 on a game you haven't seen how it works yet, I mean, it's not a remaster or a remake, but I definitely would wait to see, just so you don't run into some kind of a GTA Definitive Edition disaster. But let's talk about the future of Red Dead Online, as that's pretty much probably why you're here. So what should you expect out of Red Dead Online's future? So real quick, let's play catch up, just in case you don't know or you're new to Red Dead Online. We know over 2 years ago was the last actual DLC to the game, but we have gotten little bits of things here and there, some Telegram missions, some seasonal things that have been used for the past 4 years, along with CTA maps, a couple of new maps that are for Halloween and Christmas. Then other than that, the last year in July is when they let us know that they were going to stop any future DLCs for Red Dead Online because they're going to put all efforts towards GTA 6. I know still many, including me, a little bit of glimmer of hope, was always hoping they would return to RDO, but with this investor call really puts in perspective of how they look at the game. So with all that said, let's go and see what they had to say yesterday at the time of this video. And we shouldn't have expected much, but let's kind of just take a look to see what they talked about. It was very short, and honestly, I'll just let you hear from the call itself when they did reference Red Dead Online.
Rockstar Games continues to support Red Dead Online with new bonuses and rewards, including free apparel inspired by the Red Dead fashion subreddit and seasonal content such as April's Condor Egg free mode event.
So unfortunately, again, no promising future to encourage shareholders about Red Dead Online with any kind of DLC type stuff, which we didn't expect, but it still would have been nice to hear. Just said they would keep doing the same thing they have for the past 2 years, no new updates. We knew and hoped for better, but we kind of knew it. Just more of the recycled monthly events and same old seasonal stuff they expect from the last few years. But what literally made me laugh out loud almost when I read this was this part right here.
And seasonal content such as April's Condor Egg free mode event.
So the Condor event from April is what they decided to reference in the investors call. I was like, what the crap is the big accomplishment on that? So I went to go look at the newswire to see. I must have missed something. There must have been something a little bit more special about a Condor event in April. And yep, if we go and look, it's just double money on the Condor event. It's just ridiculous to think they say, hey, this was a great accomplishment. So basically, it seems like they just have some interns say, hey, just skim through the news wires and give us a couple things that looks like it was great. I mean, granted, it was $2,000, I think it was, for the Condor, but really? Is that what you're going to really bring up? But yeah, so basically, It's ridiculous, saying just more monthly updates, community free outfits, and topping it off with the greatest achievement of the last quarter, double Condor event money. So this just goes to show the bare minimum is expected for Red Dead Online in the future. And I doubt, honestly, after 2+ years, without any real content, that they will come back to the game and actually give it DLCs. I've never seen a AAA studio abandon a game and come back to it 3 years later. It would be unheard of. But yeah, you can still enjoy it for what it is. It is an open world. You can screw around, hang out with your friends. But by the time you hit about rank 150 to 200, you have everything in the game basically that you would want. And everything there to do, you've done it. I know also many of you will say the game is not dead to me. I see the lobbies full and I still have fun with my friends. I get it, and you know what? You're accurate, you're true. But what I'm meaning is, when I'm saying the game is dead, is saying as a live service game, it is dead. Over the months, the game's quality will continue to get worse and worse. They won't fix things like they haven't. The stable glitch that freezes up your game has been going for at least 8+ months. The unlimited money and gold glitch has been going well over a year now. God mode has been going almost 2 years. Off radar with different variants of it has been going well over a year and a half, 2 years. Freeze laggers, and honestly, PvP in the game is just trash. It's not even worth doing anymore with all the cheats and stuff that's in it. See, Rockstar never used to let these things slide, especially gold and money. Gold is microtransactions, and they're just letting it sit. They're not even trying to patch it. And then to come and prop up the Condor event during the call. It was just so stupid. It was just so stupid. But anyway, guys, like I said, good or bad news. I was hoping maybe some kind of good news. I wasn't expecting much. But yeah, I said I would always keep you guys updated. Anything I'd hear that I thought, hey, at least, check back in with you guys, let you know what's going on. Sorry to be the bearing of bad news, but it kind of is what it is. Kind of what we expected when it's getting to where it is. But if you want to stay up to date with anything Red Dead, knowing anything that's coming up or not coming up, go ahead and hit the sub button and bell notification. And as always, guys, we'll catch you next time in the next video.